Hey everyone. So I'm out here in this raspberry patch, I guess you could call it. I started with, I want to say three or four raspberry plants a few years ago, and they have done so good this year and last year as well. But they are producing so many runners, and they're going to take over this space if I don't control it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this was a mother plant here. Oops, sorry. There we go. So this was a mother plant right here. And then I've got one down there. And I think there was another one in here. So maybe I started with 3. I thought there was one over here, but I could have been wrong. Anyhow, I might have started with 3, I might have started with 4, I don't know. But if you look, there are runners. These are runners. All of these are runners coming off of the mother plant. So they're sprouting up all throughout. You can see all this is runners. This is all runners coming out. This one here is pretty big. I have already started pulling some of the runners, and oops, the bucket tipped over. And I put them in some containers with water, because if you see, they come right out of the wood chips with like no problem at all, with the roots and everything. So these are actually more plants. You can plant these and they will, they'll develop into a fully mature raspberry plant. So I've been listing them on Facebook Marketplace for $3 a piece, and if you wanted to come and pick them, then you were welcome to come and pick them. But I had tons of people asking about them, and are they still available? Are they still available? But nobody has yet to come and get them. So I'm thinking, since nobody's coming to get them, I need to get them out of the way because I want to do something else in this space here. I might just take them and plant them in other places. Maybe along here where the blackberries are at, I can put some in there, because like along the fence here on the outside, I have wood chips there. They've probably since maybe disintegrated or something, but and these are going inside the garden too. There's runners going inside as well. So they're just multiplying crazy. And I love raspberries, so I'm not complaining at all. I mean, I welcome it, but I want this space to be kind of neat here, and I want them to stay closer to the fence. So like those runners there I'm gonna leave those are fine because they're close to the fence. But I want to be able to come through here and not have all this jungle of raspberries here, because then it makes it hard to even pick the raspberries. So after this year, I'm gonna move this pool. I'm pretty sure it'll probably crack into pieces by the time I try to move it. It's been here for a long time. My oregano has been really happy in this pool. This year I put in some patio tomatoes, so you can see they are ripening in there. So the bumblebees are loving the oregano. I don't know if you can see that guy. He's pretty big. Yeah, there he is. So yeah, the bumblebees love this oregano. Plus I've still got oregano coming in. So this oregano is going to flower and it's going to go to seed. But then I've got fresh oregano coming in as well. Then there's more raspberry runners here. So yeah, you can see all of these are runners. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am picking all these runners and I'm putting them in a bucket with some water. This bucket just keeps tipping over. And I'm going to probably move them somewhere on the property. I'm not sure exactly where. I'll probably try to squeeze some in between the blackberries there. But I don't want to totally, you know, dispose of them. I hate to do that. If worst comes to worst, I will just probably list them for free or something. If I came in here and tried to weed whack some of this, this is like a back corner of my property that I never go in. It's on the other side of this bush is where I used to have my rabbits, and where the compost bin is. But I'm thinking if I weed whack some of this, maybe like over this way where it's, you know, better. Maybe if I put some wood chips down and then just stick them in the wood chips, you know, they'll thrive because they've been thriving in the wood chips as it is. So, I don't know. We'll see. This space doesn't get, I don't even know if this space gets any sun. So that's what I got going on now. I'm trying to make some space over here in these wood chips because I have some tomato plants that desperately need to be put in the ground. They're my heirloom tomato plants that I started from seed, and I really don't want them to suffer any more than they are. They're getting really big, and I just had not cleared the space for them yet. I do have one other space that I plan on clearing, but I have a lot of tomato plants and they're not all going to fit in that little space. So, like I said, that's what I got going on. I'm trying to get rid of some of these raspberries, or at least relocate them. And then I also want to do something with this wood chip pile. I need to spread it out because now it's just becoming a nest for these little helicopters to grow little trees. So this is the area I'm working on right now. All of this here, and then spreading out this wood chips, you know, probably closer to the fence over here, because I'm going to actually put the tomatoes in here in the wood chips. So I believe they'll do just fine. The raspberries are thriving, and I think the tomatoes will do just fine over here. So I'll be back. Alright, so I did relocate 3 of some of the tallest ones. They were like right out here in the middle. So I just grabbed those up and relocated them up against the fence there. I emptied out this used pot that I didn't have anything in, and then I went ahead and covered that with some wood chips. I mean, if they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't. But I don't, I'm not doubtful that they will make it. Let's put it that way. Raspberries are pretty resilient, so I believe they'll make it. So that's what I got there so far. There's another gap down this way, like right here, where I can probably spread out some of these runners. I've even got strawberries coming from that side to this side. So they're just running back and forth throughout the fence. Well guys, I did not exactly get accomplished what I set out to accomplish, but that doesn't mean it wasn't a productive day. I did get the tomatoes pruned that I needed to get pruned. I got rid of a lot of weeds in the garden. I harvested a ton of sage seed and just replanted some raspberry runners. Got some succession planting done. I did not get done with the wood chip pile that I would have liked to do, but tomorrow's another day. So guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys are having a great summer, having a great growing season. I have been watching some of your videos, harvesting the watermelons and different things going on in your gardens. So yeah, until next time, the more you know, the more you grow. Bye guys.